Hey guys, guess what? I might be going to jail. This thing's still stolen. Stay tuned and we'll figure out what the heck is going on. All right, so this morning I came out here to work on the bed of the truck because my goal is get this done so I can get it back on the truck so that I can get the engine and transmission in and maybe move it over here so I can put the Ford, our tow vehicle that we bought at Copart, so I can get that on the lift because I'm going to look into maybe new front struts, rear shocks, upper and lower ball joints, whatnot. So as I'm getting all set up, I got a phone call. Hey Dave, your truck is stolen. I said, yeah, I know. Bought it at Copart. Got the bill of sale. Farmers Insurance took it out of the system, right? No, they didn't. It's still listed as stolen. Oh no. Tell me that's not true. So, multiple phone calls, several hours later, and I'm taking notes. Well, several hours later, here's what it boils down to. The truck was bought out of Oklahoma. We knew it was a stolen vehicle. We knew it was recovered. And of course, the assumption is, and you should never do that, the assumption is that when farmers put it up for sale, whoever recovered the vehicle would have filed the appropriate paperwork. Well, I am told by Copart in Oklahoma, and don't get me wrong, those folks have bent over backwards to try and get this taken care of for me in a quick manner. It turned out that the person that takes care of this wasn't available right now. And I want it taken care of right now. So, made some phone calls, called back the person who had left me the message saying your truck's still stolen. Got some information that turns out to be in Texas. You go to the tax office and you turn in your title and they send it to DMV and they issue you your title. They got a letter from the DMV saying, nope, we're not going to do that. It's still stolen. Tax office calls me up and says, hey, your truck's still stolen. I said, nope, can't be. I called Oklahoma. Oklahoma said, can't possibly be stolen. We would never have been able to issue you a title if it was still stolen. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So why is it still stolen in Texas? No idea. You're going to have to call somebody in Texas. Excellent. Let me do that. So I called Copart in Texas, one of the local offices near me, and they gave me a couple of phone numbers, and I was told that the only way to get it taken out of the system is to have an officer come out, take a look, make sure the VIN hasn't been tampered with, and to issue a particular form. It's called a 68A, which is a recovered stolen, which takes it out of the system. So I have the bill of sale. I don't have the titles that were issued because they went to the tax office because I was waiting for a Texas title. So they looked at NCIC, and NCIC says, yep, David's the one that owns it, but we're not issuing a title until DPS verifies the vehicle. So I'm thinking it's going to turn out to be a simple thing. So at this point, right now, I am waiting for a Hays County Sheriff's Officer to come out, take a look, tell me that he can issue this form and not impound my vehicle, to get it taken out of the system in Texas. And why would it still be in the system in Texas if it's not in the system in Oklahoma? Since the system is a nationwide system and everything should be the same in every state, although it's not accessed by every state? I don't know. Nobody seems to know. Why is it still in the system in Texas as stolen when it was recovered, paid off, title issued in Oklahoma? that's a bad thing. Some poor guy like me could be rolling down the street and get pulled out at gunpoint because he's in a stolen hoopty. Oh no, that would not go well. Anyway, everybody I've spoken with so far has been outstanding in trying to get me the information that I need to get this taken care of. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that just maybe haven't run across this before and aren't real sure. But the last person I spoke with at Copart gave me an idea on how to get it taken care of. And right now I await the po-po. So let's see. Let's see what happens. If you don't hear from me in a while, it means I went to jail. Oh dear. That's not going to be good. All right, guys. I'll fill you in a bit. That sucks. Okay. All right, sir. Can I give you my phone number? Can I give you my phone number? 512. Yes. Okay. And I'm going to email this to you right now. It's going to be a forwarded email, and there might be two of them. And it'll be from dtroyston@yahoo.com. And what email do I send it to? I'm ready. Uh-huh. Broken, ARROW. I'll sit. I'm going to forward it right now. I will take a copy of the bill of sale, damage disclosure statement, and everything else I got from Bidmaster. Since I don't have a car dealer's license, I have to go through a broker, and this is the broker, but I have been dealing directly with the Copart salespeople directly. I'm gonna, yeah. Right. I will send you all my notes of the people that I've been talking to today, as well as copies of the Auto Bidmaster stuff and a copy of the title. Because I called Copart in Austin and said, hey, I've got this vehicle that DMV won't give me a title for. They registered it, but they won't give me a title because it comes back stolen. Oh, well, all you have to do is call an officer to come out, verify the VIN, and issue a 68A, which is basically their CHP 180 that takes it out of the system. But this guy is a little bit more gung-ho than that and wants to take my truck. Yeah. And can we keep him from taking it? Because that's going to be a big problem for me. Is there any chance we can keep him from taking it?
If he wants to stand by, well, I mean, I'll try and pull him up right now and get it sewn up.
I appreciate it. Let me send you everything I've got. Got it. Got it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time. All right, bye. Hey guys, David here. As you can see, right there, truck is still here, but barely. Let me turn this fan off so I can hear myself think. And it'll get hot as hell in here. My GoPro's not working because it's so hot in here. I'm surprised the phone is still working. So I'm going to sit down in my comfy little chair and I'm going to open up my cold snap box for the first time, and I am going to partake as I tell you this story. Because this is a story for everybody to be cognizant of, to think about. If you're buying a vehicle from auction and it's listed as a recovered theft, you want to make sure that it is. Because here's what happened. I got a call from the tax office. Tax office said, "Hey Dave, your vehicle is still in the system as stolen." I said, "Well, it's not." They said, "But yes, it is." I said, "Okay, what do I need to do?" Well, the only people that can take it out of the system as stolen is an agency that has recovered the vehicle, and I know that. Okay. Well, why is it still in the system as stolen when I have a title that says recovered theft? Well, that's a good question. And the tax office and I came to the conclusion that somebody failed to enter the recovery into NCIC. And as it turns out, that's what everybody else thinks too, along the lines. But I'll tell you my story. So I called Copart, Oklahoma. And I said, "Ma'am, that vehicle I bought from you all is still in the system as stolen." "Well, who said that?" "Texas said that." "No, because we couldn't have issued you a title if it was still in the system as stolen." So I understand that. It doesn't change the fact of the matter that the vehicle is still in the system as stolen, in NCIC as an active stolen out of Texas. Okay. Well, let me call the seller, which is Farmers Insurance, and see what we can do. Well, in the meantime, I called Copart in Austin because I'm thinking, you know what, maybe, just maybe, Copart in Oklahoma does things a little differently than Copart in Texas law and Oklahoma law might be a little bit different. Let's check it out. Called them up. "Oh," she says, "looks like a mistake was made." I said, "Yeah, and the police are on their way to take my truck. Truck is registered to me, but the VIN comes back stolen." "Oh, well, that's no good," she says. I said, "Yeah, because you're going to reimburse me $25,000. "Oh, yeah, that'll have to go to management." Well, it will. It will indeed go to management. Anyway, everybody I dealt with was super nice. All the folks at Copart that I dealt with, and I told my story in a rambling manner, and I said, "I need your help yesterday." Everybody was super nice. They did the best they could. They have their limitations based on their job and their knowledge. So there we are. Police are at the gate. I'm not opening the gate. I'm asking the officer for a little time to try and get it straightened out, and he's telling me his supervisor is demanding that he come take the truck. Great. Let me talk to your supervisor then, and I'll explain to him what's going on, because I may not have told you everything. I don't remember. Let me talk to your supervisor. Okay. I told him, nothing against you. I just want everybody to know exactly what I know. So I did. And he says, "Man, you're just in one heck of a bad spot." I said, Yeah, it's a monetary spot. It's not that I love the truck and would go to jail for it. Fact of the matter is, it cost a lot of money, and I'm not of means to where I can throw away $25,000. He says, "Yeah, I completely understand, but the law is the law." I said, "Well, yeah, there's a letter of the law," and then he cut me off. He says, "I know, but this is what we got to do." I said, "All right." So, after I spoke to him, the officer said, "Well, I've been on the phone with the detective in Oklahoma that actually was handling the case for the stolen." I said, great, give me his phone number. Got his phone number. Spoke to him. Nice guy. Very nice guy. Everybody was very nice. It's just we're all in kind of a very bad spot because of somebody's mistake. So I spoke to the detective and I said, look, I bought the car through a broker from Farmers Insurance at Copart Auto Auction. I said, I don't think anybody's trying to put one over on anybody else. It was just a mistake. The truck was not taken out of the system. And here we are. Well, there was multiple phone calls made over a period of 5 hours, one phone call after the other, trying to get documents. I finally got a copy of the title because Texas has my title because I applied for a new title, so they have the old one. So I was a dummy and didn't make a copy of it to keep for myself. So I had nothing to show. So Copart was good enough to say, hey, well, this is the title that we got. We kept a copy of it. And they sent it to me. I forwarded that, the rejection letter from Texas, all of the documents I had, phone number. I had taken notes of everybody I spoke to with phone numbers and names, and I forwarded all that to the detective in Oklahoma. And the corporal at the county sheriff's office said, look, he says, I tend to believe you. I don't think this is a ruse, but if it is and there's a problem, then it's my butt on the line. And I said, I completely understand. How can we fix it? He said, well, let me call our traffic guru, the guy that takes care of all of the stolen vehicle, all the vehicle theft task force, I believe he said. So he did. And he did some digging. And he accessed a couple of computer systems, some license plate reader systems and whatnot. Come to find out, the vehicle was never stolen. The owner reported it stolen, but it had been repossessed. Now, nobody followed up with law enforcement in Oklahoma to tell them that. So as of this morning, it was still an active stolen vehicle in the system. So I didn't go to jail. My truck didn't go to jail. I might have lost a little weight and sweat and nerves and stress and all that nonsense, which is probably not a bad thing. But anyway, there's a word to the wise. And this is what I'm going to do in the future. You need to have a friend who can run plates for you or figure out a way to run vehicles through NCIC. I don't know if law enforcement will do it for you these days or not. I don't know. But I will sure try, because I won't buy a recovered stolen without checking through NCIC to make sure it's been taken out of the system. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to be driving down the street and taken out at gunpoint because I'm driving a vehicle that didn't get taken out of the system because somebody was too lazy to do their job. Or somebody said, hey, it's Friday, I'm going home, we'll put this paperwork on my desk. Somebody else sat down and said, oh, they forgot to file this in the file box as entered, and put it in the entered box, and it never was entered. Whatever. It was a mistake. Somebody made a mistake. But now that the detective that has the case knows that it was never stolen, that creates a whole new issue. Because the title says theft recovery, and it was never stolen. So all that has to be changed. So a new title has to be issued to Oklahoma, sent to me, or sent to Texas. I honestly don't know how that's going to work. I'll call in a couple of days and see where we are on it. But yeah, the title has to be, and I don't know if they brand the title for repossession or not. I'll find out. But it needs to be changed. It's not a theft recovery. It was a repossession. And the owner thought he'd get away with reporting it stolen, collecting the insurance money, and being on his merry way, because it's the insurance company that had it. Insurance company obviously paid out on it to someone, because that's whose name was on the title. So anyway, guys and gals, do your due diligence. Man, if you're going to buy a car that's a theft recovery, make sure it has been recovered. Because if not, you could end yourself up in a world of hurt, and you could end up going to jail if they don't believe you. If you don't have all the documents with you, which who carries around all those documents, you could end up going to jail. You're in possession of stolen property. And you have to explain it to the judge, and let's hope it's not a holiday weekend on Friday evening. You know, do your due diligence. Make sure everything's correct. Because, man, you can save yourself a whole heap of trouble. I lost a whole day. A whole day. I had plans of getting this bed ready to roll, and nope, haven't done a darn thing other than deal with this all day long. And I'm tired. I am tired. Man. There was one other thing I wanted to bring up. I'll think of it in a minute. But yeah, just do your due diligence. Make sure your stolen vehicle has in fact been recovered and taken out of the system. Oh, yeah. And when I went to the tax office, they said, oh, there's a lien on the vehicle. I said, no, there's not. Because I've got the title here that says there's not. Well, it's still showing in our system. So I said to Copart when I called them, hey, what happens if I buy a vehicle and it's got a lien on it that you guys didn't know about? Well, the buyer's responsible for that. I said, oh, no. No. So there's got to be a way of checking that too. Is there a lien on the vehicle? I need to do some research myself before I get too deep into this and find out. Is there a way of checking to see if there's a lien on the vehicle? Is there I don't know. But do that, because according to the people I spoke with today, if there's a lien on the vehicle and you buy it, you're also responsible for the lien. So buyer beware. Take care, everybody. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. You guys stay safe out there. Please like and subscribe. Drop a comment below. I appreciate it. Share this on your social media. I need to get a couple subscribers. I mean, we can double subscription by 100% if just 2 people click. We'll get there, though. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Appreciate it.